Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday evening. Um, hello. Welcome to Sprints. How's everybody doing? I can already sense that Layla Geraldine is about to make an appearance. The rowdiness has begun in the last 5 minutes. I don't know if you can hear that. She's just stomping around on things behind me. No, you're probably thinking, Fox, if you would just clean up your stuff that you didn't put away after you came back from your trip, then she wouldn't have stuff to stomp on, but she'll find a way. How's everybody doing tonight? I am very tired tonight, if you can tell. I am trying so hard to come back from that. I feel like it's going to be an earlier Alani night than normal. I worked today. I'm in the middle of my work stretch, so we were not very busy today. We were super busy Friday and Saturday, and today we were not busy at all. But it was just emotionally draining to be so not busy. That you see, what are you doing, Miss Ma'am? Anyway, okay. So, excuse me. Tonight we are here. We're just going to do 4 25-minute sprints. We're definitely going to do 2 25-minute sprints, and then that's usually when we do our 45-minute sprint. But my friend is coming over tonight because I don't know why we're doing tonight instead of Saturday, which is what we normally do. I don't know, y'all. I'm just barely holding it together here. I'm doing my best. So she's supposed to come over at 9-ish. So I'm going to see if I hear back from her with a more confirmed time by the time we get to the second sprint. So that could change things. So let's see who all is here. Have friends here. Hello. Rita's here. Hello, Hardee's. How can it be the end of the weekend? I know. For me, it feels like the weekend went super fast because I was working, and so that makes the weekend fly by. But for everybody else, it's the worst thing when the weekend goes by so fast. Heffron says, have a 3-day weekend in Iceland, so the husband has a day off tomorrow. We have a 3-day weekend here if you're a traditional work schedule here in, I was going to say here in Pittsburgh, as if the rest of the country is not also on the same schedule. Y'all, I'm going to get it together. I promise. Rita says, U.S. has a holiday too. For some reason, our local school kids have tomorrow off too. Last Monday was a holiday. Maybe tomorrow's teacher special day for end of year stuff. It's crazy to me because when we were kids, we were always done with school in June. And now my coworkers, their kids their school district graduation was Thursday night. And now the regular school kids, who are not graduating, they're off tomorrow, Monday. They go full day on Tuesday and then half day on Wednesday, and then they're done. So they're done on, the 27th. It's just weird to me, but I guess that's the new thing, and I just don't know about it. Sion, what are you doing here? Hi. That's my friend Sion, everybody. We did National Novel Writing Month together for years and years and years until it disappeared. You believe in me. If you ever are doubting yourself, Sion is your person. Sion will believe in you at all times. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited you're here. Hello, Beth. Beth's 44. Had to work today. We'll be working tomorrow too. Yeah, struggle is real. We have a shortened day tomorrow. We're only 10 to 2, so that is nice. But yeah, got to work tomorrow as well. Honestly, so for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a pharmacist in my day job. I would rather have a 10 to 2 short day than have the day off, because if we have the day off, then the next day is just terrible and everything is super behind. Whereas tomorrow we can at least do the auto refills and get stuff cleaned up and do inventory stuff and everything like that. So if I don't have plans for Memorial Day or 4th of July or Labor Day, it's fine. Layla, we've got a new toy. Okay, let's get into our sprints. I didn't know you didn't know that I did these. I just started doing them, I don't know, 2 months ago. I can't remember. I'm going to, on this first sprint, try to clean off my hot mess of a desk, because it is I unpacked almost entirely from our trip, but not my planner and writing supplies. So we'll see how this goes. But so we're going to do 25-minute sprint with a 5-minute chat break in between. So let's get our timer up here. See if I remember how to do this. Thanks everybody for giving me the week off last week, because we were in Palm Springs and I could not get a place where I felt like I had a good background that I could hear people and I could also be outside, because when I'm in Palm Springs, all I want to do is be outside, as y'all know. All right. There's our timer. All right, I will see everybody in 25 minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back. That was our first 25-minute sprint. How did everybody do? What'd you work on in that sprint? I know if y'all were on Mel's sprints this morning, you heard me swear that I was going to write tonight on my sprints, and it may still happen, but I've been having like blurry vision. So if I look like I'm like squinting at the screen, like trying to focus, that's why I've been having blurry vision. I don't know why. I don't know. It started like after I got home from work, so I have no idea what's going on. But I did spend that sprint working on just filling in some of my planner. Let's see. Can you see my planner? Can you see my planner? From our week in Palm Springs. So I got through the rest of this and I'm starting on the second side there. So maybe I will try to write a little bit. I don't know. I was in a really good groove in Palm Springs writing because that's like where I get my writing done. Apparently I have to just run away to the desert to get writing done anymore. So I need to find a way to make that not be the case because I can't just go to Palm Springs all the time. But I did get really good writing done. I finished, if you were here like the week before, I was working on making scene cards, like note cards for my scenes and chapters, because when I wrote this book, I started writing it in November of 2023. Yes. Wrote 50,000 words. And then I started like working on, like, I knew I had another 50,000 words to go. So in like April of 2024, I started like going through it and like making notes about what chapters I needed to add and everything. And then in November of 2024, I wrote the next 50,000 words, some of which are going to be part of book 2. And then I spent all 2025 like editing and working on it. And so it's like in pieces. It's like if you imagine, I think that it's a puzzle and I dropped the puzzle and then everything kind of went everywhere. That's kind of how it is. I say like if you can imagine that, because like ideally the pieces will all fit together and be a book. But right now they're not there. So I was making those note cards. And so that way I could kind of like just more easily be like, oh, I wrote this chapter way late, but it has to go way early, and like move them around visually. So that did help. And then I started on like the actual meat of the editing. And that's where I'm like getting a little panicky, and the imposter syndrome was impostoring. So, but maybe I will try to write tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to like wash my face out and wash my eyeball out on our next sprints and see if maybe if I can get like my vision back, we'll be good. So let's see how everybody did. Okay. So Beth, okay. So you're in healthcare as well. You understand the, we're working all weekend and working holidays situation. So you're working on fixing a plot hole and time and consistency. I found in the, I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I'm not reading very well right now. Fix a plot hole in time and inconsistency that you found in the earlier sprints. Okay, cool. Perfect. Hello, Jackie. Jackie says, writing homework to do. Thanks for the sprints in the company. Thank you for being here. Sarah's here. Hey, girl. Hello. Working on your weekly plan. I just watched your video this morning before Mel's sprints this morning, and it was like, you know how many of us, I don't think you were on Mel's sprints this morning, but if you were, you heard this already. Everybody was talking. We're like, oh, I just watched the video. And we were all talking about like, how do you know what we're feeling too? Like so relatable, so spot on. So I'm so excited to see where everything goes for you. And we're all here with you and going along too. Beth says, pretty sure you figured out your timeline and plot. Now it's a matter of doing it. You got this. Awesome. It would be nice. I think this is in response to, could I just be in Palm Springs all the time? So yes. Oh, Heffern, you saw my planner video. I'm trying to get back to like posting my videos. I hardly posted anything in 2025. And actually, before I logged on tonight, I finally finished editing my HardyCon 2025 video, and it is uploading. Oh, I uploaded it. It's like processing. So it should be up tonight because I have to just do the thumbnail for it. But I finally got that edited from over a year ago, but better late than never. So I'm so excited about HardyCon 2026 already. Very exciting. Sion says, doing a bunch of little random digital laptop and physical office cleanup. See, okay, I need to take some inspiration from you and do the physical office cleanup because look, I bought I bought a new box. I bought these new boxes that were on clearance at Michael's to store my ephemera and scrapbooking supplies. I'm so excited. Jackie says, have your outline starting at the points words just need to come. They will come. Just believe in yourself. I believe in you. Sion's here tonight. Sion believes in you. Oh, you scared to put? Yes, no. Everybody loved it. You reached so many people with that video. Like, I don't know. It was just, I was watching it and I was getting teary eyed. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into our second sprint. So we're gonna do another 25-minute sprint here. Get my timer going. I think I have not heard from Danielle an official time that she's coming over, so maybe we can do 25, 25, or 45. We'll see here. Let's share our screen. I am going to try to get that. Now that I remember that, I'm going to try to get the thumbnail up and get the HardyCon video posted tonight. So, see somebody else, Sarah. Beth is glad that you posted too. And there's Sion. He believes in us. It's the best. Ever you need a pick-me-up, Sion is your person. All right, friends, I will see you on the other side of these 25 minutes. All right, that is the end of sprint number 2. How'd everybody do on that one? Oh, what's my camera doing? There we go. I feel like my camera is really poor quality tonight. I don't know. It is also raining here, and we were supposed to get thunderstorms, which is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and they never materialized. So we've just been getting like gloom and rain. So I can't even go for a walk tonight. It's just gloomy and rainy. I did go get an Alani during that. So a little treat time. We have cherry slush. That's the flavor of the night. And I did finish. Now my hand is wet because it's humid in here. I did finish my planner spread for the week that we were in Palm Springs. So I am going to try to write on this one. What do you think about that? Do you think I can do it? What do you think? I think maybe there's like a chance that I remember how to write. There's a chance. So maybe we should try that. Okay. We got a whole hour, Fox. We have a whole hour of sprinting left to do. You can write for 1 hour. That's going to be more than you had before you started. You can do this. I'm just pep talking myself, and y'all can just also be pep talked. Okay. I don't know. I'm at a part of like the writing process where I'm like, how to describe this? I feel like I have to have everything solved this time because I've already done one full read through with some minor notes. And then I've already done now a second read through making scene cards and chapter cards and like putting that together. And now I'm like on to the real stuff. And I feel like pressure's on. It's got to be like, this is it. It's got to be spectacular this time. We have to solve all the problems with the, have all the answers this time. And I've been reading Save the Cat Writes a Novel. I started reading it like a few months ago on the plane, and I was like, oh, I really like this. I like this, I relate to this kind of stuff. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go back and reread what I like highlighted and like see how this applies to my book. And like, then I'm like, this is trash. Like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. I'm never going to have a best-selling book because I didn't follow this. So like husband and I went out for breakfast and I was telling him all this stuff. And he's like, babe, I'm going to hold your hands while I tell you this. You can have a best-selling book that people love without following a specific structure and beat sheet that a book that people love told you that you have to follow. So I had a few like mentee bees. Like I had some great writing and some great times at the desert. And I had a few mentee bees and breakdowns about things. And every time husband was like, do you need to get in the pool? Do you need to get in the pool? Should you be in the pool right now? Go get your sippy cup, get your squatch cup, put a Cosmo in it, go sit in the pool. And I'd be like, all right, yeah, you're right. I guess we'll go to the pool. And that's why I get my best thinking done in Palm Springs, because when my brain shuts off, I can just get in the pool. Also, we were supposed to be in the pool this weekend. Sandcastle, which is like our water park here in Pittsburgh, opens. Yesterday it opened. It was 56 degrees. So I don't know if it actually did open. We got our passes for the year. City Parks pools don't open until like mid-June, but Sandcastle's open weekends. So I am like, my friend and I were texting earlier today, and she's like, do you think the next weekend's going to be okay? Can we go next weekend? And I was like, yes, we're going to go next weekend. So soon I will be able to be like, my brain is bothering me. I'm just going to go to the pool here in Pittsburgh too for the summer. So I just have to hold out a little bit longer. Aquarobic starts on June 8th. The pool, Sandcastle's opening. The regular pools are opening. Like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get through this summer until it's time to be in Palm Springs again. So now that I've told you my whole entire life struggles, what were y'all working on? Oh, Sarah's here. Hello. I was just on your sprints for a little bit earlier. And then I was like falling asleep because I was so tired from work. Going to make cookies. You've been reading and finished dinner. So cookies, cue cards are organized. Double check facts tonight. Very nice. Cookies will help that all be more fun and easy. Rita says, supper is all done. You can revise your last chapter on your phone. Love Google Docs, and it's nice to read your chapter not only on your laptop since you have it, or once you have it printed out. Yeah, that's nice. I don't use Google Docs, but I know so many people, especially like in Scroll and Scribe, the Scroll and Scribers lots of people love the Google Docs and that. I never thought of it that way, that you can like read it on a different, that probably is helpful, especially for editing, reading it on different devices and like formats so you can catch things. Ange is here. Oh my goodness, everybody's here tonight because it's a holiday weekend. Should be working, but you are not yet. I believe in you. You're going to do this. You're going to get work done for sure. Yeah, I think apparently this is a common theme. This is how all of our brains work, and we just need pools. That's what I've decided. We need pools, and just go in the pool, reset your brain in the pool. Rita says, been revising and editing for so long, like a year. Writing new chapters have been a struggle. Love Save the Cat. New chapters are for those missed beats and to make it stronger. Yeah, so that's what I went through and I did. I was like, okay, like when I first wrote this first draft, it was during Nano, so it was just like get the 50,000 words done. And so like what you do with that when you're doing a word count goal a lot is, I don't know what this is going to be, but I know this chapter's coming. So let's write the chapter that I know, and then we'll fill it in later. Well, now is later. Now I'm in the later. So I think that's like, you know, like you said, looking for the missed beats and adding new chapters, make it stronger. Like that's probably how I should be viewing this and not viewing it like if it doesn't fit this exactly. I was texting my friend and I was like, I've been reading her book and I was reading it. I almost finished it. And then I was like, no, when I get all my stuff put away, that will be my like little treat to finish the last, like, I think it's the last 5 chapters or so. And I was like, girl, tell me, did you use this? Did you do this? Because it's not working for me. And she's like, no, you're fine. And I was like, okay. I was like, I didn't feel like your book was like not the correct order. Like it kept me going the whole time. And I was like hanging on every chapter. So yeah, so see, other people are here to support me. Sandcastle also famously on the Pit season 2. Really? Does somebody have a slide accident? Did somebody tip over in the lazy river? What happened? I didn't watch the Pit. I don't know why, because it's popular and I don't watch things that are popular because of my brain. We've got sprints. Yes, we do. We've got sprints. How about you? Pools are not open all year here in Pittsburgh because we have cold times. We have snow. Palm Springs, pools are open year round. And Palm Springs, what's cool about it is that you can have a heated pool in the winter. So when it's like 60 or 56 degrees out, you have a heated pool, and then they will make that pool cold or cooler in the summer when it's 110 degrees. Which, wait a minute, now I can't do it on the fly. We were discussing my tech and I, we were like very bored at work today, and we were discussing, are we going to have a super El Nino and what is going to happen and what that means? And in our discussions of this, she was like, well, how do we convert like she was saying about the temperature, like how much colder or how much warmer is the ocean going to get if we have this super El Nino? And so I was like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to come up with an easy way to remember how to do the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So I know it now, and I got a really good one, but I can't do it on the fly. So anyway, 107 or 117 degrees Fahrenheit is what Palm Springs will be in the summer. It also helps while you critique for your mastermind group. That's a good point too. Yeah, just to have that as like a guide, but not a set of hard rules. Sarah says, when against the grain for romance, the mid is usually the hookup. In mine, the hookup happened early. The emotional fall is the midpoint now. Yeah, but that's like, I don't know. I just read a book that was that way, that the like relationship happened. Like I thought the major dramatic question was going to be like, are they going to hook up? Are they going to not hook up? I knew they're going to hook up, but are they going to be a couple? And that happened much earlier on, but it still felt like very natural the way that the rest of the plot flowed. Oh, oh God. Oh no, I just clicked on something. I don't know what I clicked on. There we go. Oh, nope, I skipped it still. There we go. Heffron says you have heated pools in Iceland. Because wait, how it gets cold there, right? Like it's literally cold there. We have like some of the gyms have indoor pools, but we do not have heated outdoor pools in Pittsburgh at all. If Iceland can do it, I mean, y'all are colder than us. We should be able to figure this out. Kids for book 2 and 3. 3, I'm good. Second, there's 2 scenes where both. Oh man, don't break I know you have to, but like don't. Oh man, don't mess with my heart like that. Okay. All right, let's do another sprint here. I'll stop talking. I'm talking too much tonight. Sorry, y'all. My eyeball is feeling better, by the way. Let's compromise with 40 minutes instead of, like, normally we do 45 for this one, and I still don't know. It's like you're waiting for me to come back from every sprint to tell you if Danielle has messaged me and told me what time she's coming over or not. All right, let's get this going here. Oh, I'm up in the corner. There we go. All right, 40 minutes. This is our flow state, our little bit longer sprint. You've already had 2 sprints to warm up and get going. This is the one where the magic begins to flow. I will see you in 40 minutes. All right, that was our third sprint, and we are back to the chat break. How'd everybody do? What'd you get done during that one? I don't know, y'all. I know I need to. I know the first chapter needs work, and just every time I sit down to work on it, it's just like, do I have to have a first chapter? Can we just start at a different chapter? I don't know. I was trying to work on it a little bit during that in that sprint, and it just did not go anywhere. I also tried to make a poll to see if anybody else is in the same struggle situation on the same struggle bus, but I cannot figure out how to see the poll in Restream. So, and if I turn on YouTube to try to look at it, it's going to play the sound of my YouTube. It's going to play the reverb of me talking back to me. So, yeah, I don't know, technology. I don't really know what I'm doing. Hold on, maybe if I mute this. Did you all see it? Anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to just like, I want the first chapter to have a better idea of like where the characters are when we start, and just kind of, I don't know. I don't want it to feel like super rushed, which I feel like it feels a little rushed right now. I don't know. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just like, let's just put that to the side for a little while, and let's come back to it when I have a fresher brain. Like I also can't like expect myself to be like poolside brain function when I'm like after a day of work. Oh, Cassie says I can see the results. Okay, thank you. 17% once or twice, 17% obsessively, 60. Okay, thank you all. I'm so glad to hear this. If you can see the poll, the questions were how often do you revise how many times do you revise the first chapter before you are comfortable with it? And apparently, okay, I feel seen. Thank you, everybody. I feel like, especially because I've done Nano every year since, well, until it ended, every year since 2002. And so like the first chapter is always just like, I'm always a pantser. So I'm always like, kind of have a vague idea of what I'm writing, what the plot's going to be, who my characters are. And so that first chapter is always like really rocky, just trying to figure things out. And then once I get into like a zone, then it's like I know my characters better, which is like one thing that's been cool about going back and bringing these chapters that I wrote later up to the front where they belong, like in the order of the chronological time of the book, is because when I wrote these, I know my characters so much better by that point. So like I'm, 150,000 words into this book when I wrote these chapters. So it's like, it's early in the book, but it's like, oh, I really know their personalities. I really know like what makes them tick, what makes them annoyed, like how they would interact with each other. So I think I need to save this chapter for a day when I have like a really clear brain with no fog. And that's not today. So husband has a conference. He's going to be out of town for a conference coming up here. And so I'm going to have like 4.5 days of like being a single dog mom. So I'm going to try to do like an at-home writing retreat kind of thing. And hopefully by this time the pools will be open. Let's hope. And I can send myself to the pool if I need to. So let's see how everybody did. Obviously, Cassie's here. I just spoiler alert, Cassie's here. I already mentioned that. Hello, CK Johnson. I am so sorry. I am blanking on your name. But hello, welcome. Cassie says 716 words in edits. Okay, here's a question. When y'all are editing, I'm always like, I got through this many pages or this chapter or whatever. A lot of people in the Hardy's community do words of edits. How do you track that? Because like I do right now, I'm adding and deleting and stuff. So I am like every day when I start writing, like my beginning word count and my ending word count, but it's not like when I'm writing new material and it's like, okay, I'm going to write 5,000 words today or whatever. So how do you track your words? Is it that you went through 716 words or you made 716 new words? Like I want to understand everybody's process so I could be cool. Rita says, almost finished that chapter. So many little mistakes. Hey, that's why you're doing this. You're doing a great job and you're finding them now. You can have a different first chapter, though. You start with a totally different place. I am going to start in a totally different place. So I did decide I'm going to have a prologue that is like, okay, so my story, there was a final night before the current time loop that they're in. So we're going to start with a prologue that is the final night. So I have to write that chapter, but I'm like still trying to work out some details. So I haven't done that yet. I feel like I'm saving that for like a day when I like want to just sit down and crank out a scene. So, oh, you can see the poll. Thank you. Mostly the limit does yes. Is the book finished to rewrite the first chapter? Book 1 is finished. It needs to have, I have scenes that I need to write, chapters that I need to add, but it's like there is a whole start to finish. So, but I just need to like just get over myself. I just need to get out of my own way. Beth says, fixing one thing in my plot threw something else off. So you can do this, even though you just Microsoft Word inserted a picture on your plot. I believe in you. You put the image in and it shifted everything else. It's fine. That's what happens. That's one of the reasons I'm so like worried about, like, I don't want to have this book published until I really have like the bulk of book 2 finished, because I'm like, what if I changed something in book 2 and then book 1's already out and people are like, wait a minute. I like have to rewrite something. The first 2 should slightly reflect the last portion in pace and feel, the rhythm of the prose. Yeah. We're almost there. I don't know. For one of the books, you wrote at least 4 or 5 brand new chapters over the years. It was interesting. Yeah. I'm glad it's not just me. Okay. So we're all like, because you want your first chapter to be like the thing that hooks the reader, and you want them to be like, oh, tell me more. Why is Will so over her entire life? And why does Alice want to go somewhere else and change? You know, like, I don't know. 4 days with the perfect puppy, easy peasy. I know. The only thing I'm worried about is that when I have to work on Wednesday and the husband's going to be away, I want to go to dance because I usually go to dance, and I can't, she'll be home for like 11 hours by herself. So I think that day I'm going to come home and get her. Meg was like, just bring her, and like, she can't come in the dance studio, obviously, because she'll get in the way. She's like, but if it's nice weather, you can just like have her like outside on the patio. So I might do that. So she might come along with that. He said, when I'm open a brand new draft of the story and copy paste onto the new doc, making edits and changes as I go. So just count the words on the new document. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's how you're seeing like okay. I like that. Interesting. Count is the bane. Oh my goodness, my brain. I'm like, cannot read tonight. Look at the count on the chapter before and after, then think about what to do after it's done. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense too. It's got 2 time loops. It's got a 1989 that repeats every single year, and then it's got a 5-year time loop that's running concurrently for 30 years. Oh, if you love time loops, I've got time loops. I can't wait for you to read it too. I promise it's coming this fall. Rita says, during the Rough Draft Challenge, try to keep track of the entire final word count of each chapter. Other times, track the task blocks so every 30 minutes of editing finished. Yes, I've done that, the task blocks. That's like kind of how I have my Notion set up, that like to do a task block at a time. But like some task blocks, sometimes 30 minutes of just like, and then sometimes 30 minutes of, you never know. You need to do those in written first. When that's all done, chapter 1 is rewritten. Foreshadowing is key. Right. That's part of what I'm trying to do, is like go back and add in stuff that like I know now, like that I didn't know then. 10,000 word first chapter. It's 2673 now. Yeah, fantasy, I feel like it's easy to write a lot because you have so much world building. So mine is not like fantasy. It's supernatural, but it's a mountaintop that I go to all the time. So very familiar. All right, let's do one more sprint. If Danielle shows up, husband can host. So, okay, let's do 20 minutes for our final sprint here. Get a little fox up. Which guy do we have here? Stop sharing. Yes, sharing. Thanks everybody for talking this through with me. Like, this is really helpful. I hope it's helpful to other people too. Oh, look, Anne says, "Hooray, hooray for Chalet Chalet." Oh, I love it. I'm with you, Sarah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish this one. I was like, October is gonna be it'll be perfect to come out. It's a New Year's Eve. It's like a spooky New Year's Eve story. I can put it out in October, and everybody will be in the Hallmark mood, okay? And so they're gonna want to read my Hallmark genre. I just put 20 minutes on there, and then timer said no. Okay, we're good. I'll see you shortly, everybody. All right, so that was our final sprint for the night, everybody. How'd you do on that one? I posted a link in the comments there to the Google Calendar for the Heart Breathings writing community, so you can see all the sprints for this week. And on a related note, what I decided to do, since my brain was not braining and I didn't want to like keep going down the dark road of my brain, I decided to do my weekly plan for what times I'm going to write this week. So I will see if y'all are on sprints this week. See a lot of me. So I have a plan going forward about what days and times I'm going to write. Tomorrow and Tuesday there are Dave shows, so I'm gonna probably like put on Couch Tour and listen and write. That's the plan anyway. Friday, ordinarily I would listen to the Friday night concert series. I have my Dave calendar here, so I'm we have all these like offshoot groups for Dave Matthews Bands. So we have the Fit Crew, which I love. It's like a great group, and they do challenges all the time. And so every summer tour, there's like a new challenge. So this one, we're doing this like little, I know it's AI, I know, I don't love it, but the road trip. So you're doing like every minute that you work out, you multiply it by 5, and that's how many miles you've earned. So that's what I'm working on here. So I ordinarily on Friday, it's the West Palm Beach shows, Friday and Saturday of next week, like, yeah, the 29th and the 30th. And the Friday nights concerts, they always stream, but Friday night, we're going to see Hedvig. I think Sion is already gone, because I haven't seen him posting in the last sprint. But we're going, Sion and there's a group of us, but Sion and I are two of the people going to see Hedvig at the City Theater, which is where my love affair of Hedvig. If you're not familiar, Hedvig and the Angry Inch, that's the tattoo that I have. Is whoa. Hashtag not an influencer. It's from our art from the movie. So they're doing the show here in 2003. I think is the last time that it came to the City Theater, and I went and saw it, and I loved it so much that I volunteered to be an usher for it. So I got to see it 12 times that summer, because if you ushed, then you got to watch the show, and it's so good. If it's coming to your town, definitely go see it. They're also doing 25th anniversary of the movie this year, so John Cameron Mitchell, who is the writer star, is going around places. So anyway, all of this to say, there will be no Friday night writing because we're going to see Hedvig, and then Saturday morning I am teaching my contemporary class. I teach like once a month at BAM Choreography, the House of BAM studio, and we're doing a Hedvig song. We're doing the song. Why can I not show you my wrist? There you go. We're doing the song no, actually we're not. Well, we're doing the lyrics that are on my wrist. The lyrics are from a different song. They're from Midnight Radio, and then the art is from Origin of Love. Anyway, all of that to say, come to my dance class. You can do it virtually. It's $15 Saturday the 30th and do a Hedvig song with us. So let's just check in on the chat. Oh, there's things that I said. Oh, see, Cassie's trying to get her book done by October too. It's gonna be the best October. It's gonna be the best October because it's HardyCon. It's my birthday, obviously. We're gonna release our books, and I'm going to the Trinity Site open house. In New Mexico. Like, I don't know why I'm such a nerd about like nuclear stuff, but I'm very excited about that. Anne said, did some brainstorming, realized you need to find all your notes. That is the struggle of a writer, because ain't none of us out here just having our notes in one place, and you'll know it. Y'all know it. We have it in sticky notes. We have it in notebooks. We have it in Notion. We have it on our phone. We have it in voice chats to our friends that we saved. The notes are everywhere. Ignore that comment. I swear I can spell. I know you've been doing a lot of editing and spelling. So it's like when I come home from work and like there will be a math problem and I'm like, I don't want to do it. And husband's like, you do tons of math. You're good at math. And I'm like, but I just mathed all day. You were just checking spelling and grammar and stuff all night. So yeah. Don't sweat it. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Love my Dave calendar. Yeah. So I can write, like, I have to fill it out still. I have to write my little like fitness minutes in here, but then it tells you every day that there are shows, right? And then and then you get a bonus. So on a show day, you get double bonus. So any workout there counts extra. Off all day tomorrow and to write. Yay! I'm gonna try to write. I'm 10 to 2, and then I gotta come home and do fitness. I'm probably gonna try to do a little run and then write all night tomorrow. Oh, thanks for being here. Thank you all so much for being here. Tomorrow, let's get you set up here. Speaking of Sarah D is tomorrow morning. Oh boy, come on, computer. 6 a.m. Eastern time is Sarah D. Kay is at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Rita's at noon. Inca is at 6 p.m. And then Jody Jean. Everybody say a little like prayer, good vibe. Spirit finger. I don't know why my spirit fingers became Pan's Labyrinth. Spirit fingers. Good vibes for our Jody Jean because she's going through a rough time. She probably saw her post in the Facebook group, but send lots of love her way because we love her so much and we want her to be feeling better and on the mend soon. So she will not be hosting sprints, at least for the next week or two. She's still on the calendar for tomorrow, but she's not going to be hosting for a little bit. So, but just keep her in your thoughts because we love her so much. Oh, I'm glad this was encouraging. Thanks for being here, Beth. So glad to see you all. So I am probably going to do pop-up at 1 or 2 points this week during the day just to help me stay motivated. I'm going to look at the calendar and see where we have holes. And hopefully I'll see some of you. Pan's Labyrinth Spirit Fingers. It's like spirit fingers, but make it weird and spooky. Okay, on that note, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I am so proud of you all. No matter what you got done tonight, you are awesome. I'm proud of you. You did a great job. And if you want to say bad things to yourself, let me know.